mind control. It's not to control other people's mind. it's to control your own monkey mind. You want to be able to use it, but you don't want it to use you.
It's important that I let the listener know that I am not your agent. I'm just your biggest fan. And a teacher could be you, who teaches yoga when it was summertime. You're actually out in the trees.
Yes.
At the park. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh yeah. When the weather is nice here, I do take every opportunity to be outside under the trees teaching yoga. I feel like it's the best place to be. Period.
Okay.
And then we get to, for me, nature is just a reflection of self, of our most purest form. And so for me, it's connecting to nature is a way to connect inwards, and vice versa. Connecting inwards connects to nature.
I want to ask the question. Sorry,
yes.
Go on. What are you going to say?
I was just going to say, and so over the last couple of years, we've been practicing, outside, down by the water and under the trees a couple times a week, which has been really nice.
I want to ask this question again only because I know if the listeners are anything like me, they're looking for something very specific from you.
Oh, okay.
So
well, right now we're not practicing outside, so I'm practicing on Zoom.
Right. No, not that. We can get to that.
Yes.
Is how can we begin our own work? So what that? And what I'm saying specific. What I'm saying is that I'm telling the listener just to contact you.
Yeah.
Right. And so that what I mean by that is like, what are the actual physical steps for me to actually start? What can I do? From possibly calling you.
Yes.
Maybe there's a process. Okay, they want to do like a talk therapy thing with you. They want to go through that route. They want to what can they physically do?
Yes.
Well, or maybe for themselves.
Right. Well, if they were to go through me, I have a website and it has the details of how to get in touch with me. And that could be through Thai Yoga Massage. In Thai Yoga Massage, we're working with the energy lines. So it also offers a place of presence, an opportunity to go inwards. People can connect to me through my yoga classes, either on Zoom or in person.
I'll put all the contact information.
Yeah. And also for inner work guidance, I offer via Zoom. So that's a really easy, probably the easiest way to get started, is to connect with me via Zoom, and we can then discuss, the plan to get started.
And prior to them getting a hold of you, there is that moment, like you said,
yes,
where you're up in Whistler smoking, which I still can't believe. And without reaching out to you, is there something that we can do? Someone's listening and they're at that point in their life where they maybe are out of shape or they're lost and all that types of thing. Is there a question that we can start off with asking ourselves that could possibly open another door that we keep searching? Is there something that we can do on our own to start?
I feel like if somebody is at that place of rock bottom or feeling, I have a sense in the last couple of years, a lot of people have met that place. I don't whether they've stayed there or they're still or have moved through it. I would say that, for me, the question was, first, it was just having the knowing, like connecting to nature and having the knowing that there is more out there, even if I didn't believe it. And that's another thing we could talk about at another time, but is the beliefs. Our beliefs can be so, so powerful that they can really make things seem impossible. But, just allowing that belief to come in that there is more on the other side. There is more that meets the eye as well. A lot of the work that I do is working on our self. It's not just self-development, though. It is just, what would I say, is bearing witness to the limiting thoughts, so we can go beyond. So for myself, I can just say my question was, how can I do better? How can I live better? And not in a place where I'm not doing enough, but just in the place of like, I really want to do better. And I think that's like, that needs to be there to start the journey, is like the real true desire to want to do better. And it leads to a place of, I'm perfect just the way I am. Mm. So that was the question I had when I started, and it led me to the place of, actually, I recognize that everything on my journey is put here for a purpose, and I am in control of some things, but I'm not in control of everything. And so allowing there to be a piece of the pie that we're not in control of, that and so just like just leaning into that that true inner calling, and giving space for yourself to listen to that inner calling. And that's I think that's, when we've done the work together, that's what was given to me, is the space for me to listen to myself, and for me to dive deeper. And that's what I try to offer to others, is the space to dive deeper.
It's almost like instead of the conversations we have externally, it's almost finally starting a dialogue internally.
Yes.
And leaving the noises out. And
yes.
Like discovering myself, okay, and that happened when sitting with you. Those are the moments that have happened because we've just been sitting there, and you're so quiet. You ask a question, and I would just sit there and I'm you're making me go inside to kind of find out why I'm at where I'm at, and you're helping me peel away things. I think the first time I was just in tears, several times actually, and you were helping me go through something, and that shows your experience of asking your own questions that you've done to yourself, because you relayed that over to me, and it took me time to go through. Changing gears a bit, you've had quite the journey,